Hello, welcome. This is Mad Rabbit in, well, it's Prison Architect. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to abandon my current prison and start a new prison today. Sort of a new Let's Play for this. So I'm going to sell off. I think that'll give us a little bit more money. What should we do? Let's do medium. That gives us a lot more money to start with. So we should actually be able to make a pretty large prison right off the bat. I'll leave these as is for now. I'll hit play. Actually we even got more than that. That's pretty nice. CEO letter of, well, I suppose he's probably the guy giving the money to the warden to do this. Blah, 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 you know, warden, we need the jail cells, we need kitchen and canteen set up first, and water pumps, power stations, etc., etc. Prisoners will be coming in 8 hours. I'm just going to hit pause here and use the space button. I'm going to, well, I mean, it's an easy game to pick up, but I'm going to actually do this sort of semi-tutorial for people who don't know how to play it or are new to it. But if you know how to play it, then ignore some of what I say. I am new to the game myself, but I have played a few hours. Well, more than a few hours. I just got this on the Steam sale, so it's on Steam right now. It's relatively cheap. The game is in alpha, and that means it's buggy. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of features not yet implemented in. And right now, what I'm doing here, I click on this little clipboard down here, and I'm going to actually turn off the prisoners that we'll be expecting. So we're not getting prisoners within 23 hours. It says you can actually move these things here, actually expand and contract the in-game menus and whatnot. So, first off, let's get the grants. Grants will give you more money, although right now it doesn't so much matter since I have so much because I played another prison, and basically you can sell it and start off a new one with the money. So you can actually sort of cheat that way and give yourself a lot of money for start off. But if you're playing this for the first time, you'll have a lot less money. You'll have to do this more modularly. I think maybe the next prison I do, I'll do that from the beginning. I'll start from scratch so people will see how to rough it. But this one I want to well, this episode's going to, let me say up front, this episode will be a little bit of tutorial aspects, and it'll be probably just laying out things. We actually won't start the prison right now. So I am going to pick up the basic detention center one, because if you were doing this legit without the extra money, that's probably what you would want to do. Well, these are all good. The administrative center is next in line, and it's probably the next thing you'd want to do anyway. So, you know. And like I said, go to prisoners and turn that off for now. Just starting out with workers, I would not fire them right away. Once you build everything up, maybe you can fire them, a couple of them, if you're having problems with your cash flow being in the negative or something like that. But alright, so you start off with deliveries and garbage. Stuff will be dropped off in your deliveries area. So what I'm going to be doing is going here to planning. This will not actually lay down anything other than just like, well, a blueprint basically. We have 3 options here. Let me get my glasses on because I can barely read it. Walls, objects, and pathways. So we want to lay out what I want this to be. I'm doing, what is this, medium I picked? Yeah. And you cannot build on the very edge, I think. That's my understanding. But they will let you draw on it. So actually, I can't really see the measurement. Looks like 120. think it's 120 up, down. I'm assuming 120 wide. I can't really see it from here. So far zoomed out. Alright, whatever. Either way, yeah, so I want to go up to maybe, I want to find a center line. That's what I'm trying to find here. So it's really right here. So all you do is right click on things to delete them, and that deletes that, so just right click. But and I'm seeing that post right there, that light post. That's actually a light post. You can zoom way in with the mouse wheel. That seems to be our center line. So I'm going to be moving some of this stuff around probably. So keep that in mind. Deliveries and garbage will probably be moved. Well, they may still just deliver down here. I'm not really sure. Well, either way, we'll be getting new inmates in 23 hours anyway. Oh, not now, but I'm just saying is that'll be when we go back in here and turn on prisoners and do this, the clock actually starts. All right, so just so you know, I'm just telling you if you're new. All right, so what do I want to do? I want to make something. I got the money to do it this time around. Last time I didn't. But I want to make something really well planned out this time. I think, was it last time? I was trying to build like all in the center. And the time before that, I was trying to build everything along the outsides and leaving the center sort of empty or having something around it. So I'm not really sure what approach to take this time. I'm trying to just think, but so I'm gonna probably planning walls. So that'll sort of be our, even though it's not really centered, we have like a central hallway leading in. Some sort of an airlock system, I would think. So there would be like a door here and here for prisoners not to be able to escape that way. And I think it's safer to actually have only one way in and only one way out. I suppose you probably could put the offices on the outside and have their entrance be out, you know, kind of out onto the road, but I don't know. So the deliveries and garbage will be on either side, I think. So a wall here of sorts. And you can kind of do it like a square. So let's do 10 by 10 for both of them. Now, I'm not quite sure. I haven't gotten far enough in the game to know what exports is. I'm thinking export is when your prisoners are making items to sell, like license plates. So if that is the case, I may leave a space over here for that. But I have to look that up. I don't actually know what that is. I didn't really get far enough in my previous games to actually have them building things. So I am going to make another 10 by 10 area. If you're wondering what this is, this will probably be for export. If that's what that is, I don't know. So objects, just pretend these are the doors. So that'll be the airlock going in, and for the most part, I don't think I'll have any more internal doors, so to speak, as far as like the big locking ones. Probably be some staff doors and stuff. Alright, so that's that. Central hallway leading up. Probably a good idea to have the holding cell sort of close by. That's sort of like your starter thing here. So it doesn't necessarily need to be too big though, right off the bat. Prisoners will be dropped off into deliveries, so the deliveries will be here. So how about just have another room that... No, not objects. No. Alright, sorry about that. Let's do another 10 by 10 room. Well, actually, let's... Now, I'll just do a 10 by 10. I was going to maybe make it bigger, but that'll be the holding cell. And just make a little... Oh, there'll be a thing there. Deliveries. And the garbage. Their exports. How will they access that? I guess the exports would be through the garbage area. I could probably just switch them around, I suppose, but no, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. So keep in mind, this is really just the planning phase. They're not actually placing any walls here yet, and I'm getting an autosave here. So, all right, no crash. That's good. Game is pretty stable in this current build. They're supposed to be only doing bug fixes in the next build. I don't remember where the version number is. I will have to go check that out for the end of the episode here. Alright, so we got holding cell. In fact, let's just actually, before we forget, go to rooms. Holding cell will be here. Well, they won't even let you place it unless you have... Alright, never mind. I can't place the actual room. Back to planning, please. So, the next big thing, having a yard is great, showers, that's fine. The kitchen and the canteen. Canteen basically is your eating area, your cafeteria. Do I want them close to the door? I guess that's what I'm asking myself here. I think what I'll do, kitchen canteen will be sort of be here, its own separate building on the yard nearby. So we're going to have like an area where all the eating yard, the common areas, stuff like that will be here. So, I'm trying to think, I could actually just make it really close. The cafeteria itself, if we're going to make it big, sort of, I don't really know how big the things are that go in it. Actually, let's go take a look at the objects. Well, I can't remember exactly what goes in there. I know there were 3 things. I think there was the cooker. That's 2 by 2. Fridge, 2 by 2, and now you need the serving table, which is at 5. That's not in the actual kitchen though. That's actually in the eating area. And what else was there? Sink. Where is that? Sink is, looks like that's 3, and that's 3. So when we're planning, use objects. So fridge. Fridges will be here. The reason why that is because the deliveries will be dropping off food, and I want them to be close to the fridge. So then the cookers. And those were what, 2 wide each? I don't remember. And then the sinks were what, 3? So we have 2 that, you know, them there. Do the wall. So a space of 2. Alright. So that'll sort of be it, I guess. But honestly, we might have to expand that a little bit, huh? Because if this is... Well, how big is this place? This place is pretty darn big. I think what we'll do... Expand this wall out 1 more. And sort of... So fridges, stoves, and the sink will just have a space in between them. The thing is, it doesn't really look right like that. So we'll have some back to back. How's that? Stoves like that. That really won't work. So I want to do it this way. Oh yeah, that's much better. Kitchen. And we have room in the middle if we want to line something up. It won't look bad. I'm just got this ADD thing going on with this sometimes. Alright, so the actual canteen itself. You want room for expansion and to make it large enough too. So I may actually make this even larger than this. So those the serving tables were 5. No, see, now that won't work there. And I think that works better for us. So then it's the seats, basically the bench and the table. Table benches are all, looks like they're 4 for each, right? Yeah. 4 for each. So I sort of want to give space for everything. So how about we just do, yeah, like that. I want a space of 2 in between each one. One side's okay if it's not. And we messed up. Oh, walls, come on. No. Doors don't so much matter when you're going into common areas, I suppose. So we'll actually make 3 entrances so they don't get all bunched up in there. So that'll be the eating area, and we have room to put in another set of tables here and here, I suppose, if we really want to. I don't know if I'll do that. That'll be a little cramped, trying to go through. But I'll leave that there for now for the planning. Alright, so what else do we need here? Holding cell, canteen, that's okay. The offices. I think I'll do the offices along the roadside, kind of like how I did previously. And I think they need to be 4 wide. So you actually need to add 2 on either side of that, so it'll be 6 by 6. And I'm stupid, I'm not, come on here. We'll be using that wall. I say 4 by 4. So you'll need one for the warden, you'll need one for the accountant, you'll need one for the psychiatrist, you'll need one for staff. Let's see here. The workmen, no, not the workmen, the foreman. So you need, let's see how many you need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 total. Yeah, you'll need 5. Maybe I'll just have one more as a just in case kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. Autosave again. Okay. I get a little nervous when it autosaves because it could crash. I don't want to lose the footage, obviously. So, offices. What else do we need? We'll need like the medical area, the morgue, medical area, the cleaning stuff, the workshop. So medical doesn't have to necessarily be big. Medical area. And one of these will be the morgue, one of these will be like for the cleaning closet, which you can actually have your guys clean stuff. So yeah, and there'll be an opening for each one of these offices too. So let's just make them now. The morgue and the medical office. Now you want the visitor center sort of close also to this front area. So I'm going to make the visitor center probably but I may have to adjust this here because you need the visitor item here. What is that? The visitor, some sort of a table. I'm trying to find where it is now. Come on, man. I don't see it anywhere. I know it's probably like sitting right in front of my face and everyone's screaming at me. What's right there? What's wrong with you? Do it. Yeah, right here. Alright, so what is that? 3 by 2. So 3 by 2. No, you don't want to do it this way. Well, honestly, I've had a lot of problems having these guys actually go and do this. So I don't think you really need a whole lot. But if we're going to go big and grand, let's just go big and grand. I may shorten that wall too. Visitor center. So that'll have an opening probably close to the main entryway or whatever. Now we may actually make these lockdown doors in this all here too, but we'll leave them open most of the time. So I will just at least signify, oops, then I have the lockdown doors. And actually that's kind of redundant to have that one there. Just sort of in case. But I don't know, that's not even really necessary either because you already have 2 there. If I have them there, they'll be left open all the time. They're not, they'll only be like if some kind of emergency happened. Alright, so visitor rooms, what else we got here? Laundry room and the work area. Although the work area might be much, much larger. The laundry area I could probably get away with something small here. And maybe just make the work area here. I may need more room though. Maybe a little wider. So laundry room, the work room. What else? What else was there? Actually, if you're ever in doubt on this, look in your rooms. The staff room, we're going to need a staff room near the offices anyway, so staff room right over here might be a good idea. How come when I click that it doesn't want to click? Staff room doesn't necessarily need to be even that big. So something like that anyway. Staff room for these guys. Clean closet. That's the morgue, right? Okay. And I may just expand this wall. To make the worker area big. Make a lot of money. You can supposedly make a lot of money doing the license plate thing. So getting that going early is actually not a bad idea. At least just having the area built. Putting some stuff in. Now, power and water. I had almost forgotten about that. So it's a good idea. Make that sort of centrally located, but I want my main, you know, basically all the prison cells are going to be right, and the whole second half of the board. So either on this side or on this side for the power and stuff. I'll probably do it here. It doesn't necessarily need to be outside, inside or outside of the power station. But I will make some sort of a wall. I don't know how big this is going to be, because you can put capacitors around the power station that's 3 by 3 and put one along the outsides. That'd be 5 by 5. And then there's the water station's 3 by 3. Then the other power might need a second power station. And that might be outside. I don't know yet. The yard also. The prisoner yard, which is an early requirement. That is also outside. I may actually just make the entrance inside here, and I think you can actually lay that room right now here. Where is it? The yard, the yard. In fact, we'll even go into utilities right now so you can see. Power station, we'll buy one power station now. Kind of put that in the center there. And the water plant right there. Hello? Apparently doesn't want to let me place it right there though. Why is that? I don't know. Why is it not letting me? Because there's trees there. Well, fine, be that way. Well, we'll get rid of the trees in a few minutes. Yeah, actually, you just dismantle the trees that way. And you'd actually make some money from the logs that the trees drop. And also they will sometimes keep the logs and put them into your work center over here. And they'll use it to build stuff. But that's not important right now. So it's saying I need to be behind one door, which it will. So don't worry. Okay, so back to planting some more walls. There will be an all-around wall around the outside edge. Those perimeter walls are extremely expensive. I like the look of them though. I may use those for it. They won't let you build on the very edge, so. And the prisoners will dig themselves out, so gotta keep that in mind. That might just be a fence for now, or I don't know. Alright, so what else do we need to do here? Rooms. Offices are done. The execution room, that's not a big deal. I'd make it some small thing somewhere else. I never actually got to that point either where you do those holding cells. Regular cells we'll do in a minute. And the showers for that in a minute. Yard storage. Now, storage is not really all that important, but I think I will make the storage somewhere over here. In fact, let's actually get rid of these now. Deliveries there. Again, I'm just right clicking on that, the garbage here. And like I said, I was going to do exports here. I'll put exports here anyway, just for the heck of it. And what was I looking at just now? Storage. I don't remember what I was going to put in here now. I have to go back and look at my own footage here. I don't remember. Let's just make it 8 by 8. And it doesn't really matter, again. It's not really that important. I'll have to look at this. I don't know. Common room. Well, where am I going to put the common room? How about near the yard or on this side? I guess it's got to be inside. Either way, it won't even let me lay it down now anyway. So, all right. So common room, we'll put a 2 wide pathway there. Common room I want to make kind of big. So let's do, because we're going to have a lot of prisoners eventually anyway. So let's do 16 by 16 maybe. Yeah. Alright, so the rest will be cell blocks. The whole rest. Coming up with an idea for the cell block, so that's the next thing. I just want to make sure I don't have any more rooms I need to do. Armory and kennel. I never got to the point where I could use them either. But they'll be here. When I get to them, I suppose. Work we did, laundry we're gonna do, workshop we're gonna do, security also the same thing. I think those 3 buildings, armory, security, and kennel will be over here. So on planning, I'm just putting some dots down. All right, so that's just that'll be that stuff. So we know where they are. The classrooms I'm going to probably eventually do long term. They're not that important though. But the classrooms, I don't remember exactly what you need. Minimum 5 by 5, but they're very long term, and I'll probably put them over here. Because I really don't see where else I could put them. So it's just classrooms, maybe. This might not all be classrooms, but that'll probably be most of them. And now it's just making a cell block. The execution area, again, it could be small. I might just put it over here, over here. I don't know. But the whole second half of the map here is basically going to be cell blocks of some sort. I'm going to make hopefully modular of some sort. They're all going to be the same design. And that will be, I think I've let this episode drag on quite long, in fact. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end here. I'm going to design one for next time. Next time we'll actually build. We'll build this thing. It's not that bad. I mean, size-wise, with a smaller budget, you couldn't build this. You'd have to just build it modularly. And what you're going to do is you're going to go in your foundations and buildings, and then just sort of, you know, select the areas for the different buildings. But that's not. I won't do that this time around. So yeah, the Prison Architect show. I'll have playlists for it. There'll be links in the description for the playlist. This playlist will have multiple prisons, because I know I'm going to end up going back to this game after I do prison. So it'll probably be called Let's Play Prison Architect, Prison 1, Prison 2, or whatever. I don't know if I'll name them, but either way, I'll come up with some idea for it. So they'll all be in one Gigundo playlist. But this is the groundbreaking first episode. Yay! Prison Architect. And our workers are just coming in. equal opportunity employers. As you can see, they're all ready to go. A lot of fat guys, only one skinny guy. So, alright. I will see you guys next time. Adios, folks.